Hey there. So who knew that one of my very first YouTube videos I posted was my sewing room tour, that it would get by now in 2 weeks just under 10,000 views. I would not have had a clue that a sewing room tour was so interesting to a lot of people out there, especially you, and for that, I'm very thankful. And hi, I'm Teresa from 360 Handmade Bags, and welcome to my channel. If you're a current subscriber, thank you so much for being here. And if you're new to my channel, think about subscribing. Down on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, there's a little red subscribe button. So click that, make sure that your notification bell is set to see all videos and notifications that I post. Love to have you here. So what I'm doing is, on this beautiful cool morning, thank God we have some coolness, is I'm going to do another sewing room tour 2.0, because as I am apt to do, and I drive my husband crazy, I am constantly revamping this room. I'm moving things around and I'm changing things. Every single piece of furniture, component, plastic drawer, container has to be separate pieces. Hold on, come on. All right, Murphy's coming to say hello. He wanted to say hello too, so he's going to just do that and then he's going to go and not hit my tripod. All right, sorry about that. But anyways, we're going to do a sewing tour 2.0 because, yes, again, I have changed things around. I have had to revamp things a little bit because of my YouTube channel and videotaping, and how I had to videotape versus set up my individual pieces of furniture to accommodate that so that I can get the best, hopefully, viewing. It's still a work in progress. My YouTube channel is still a work in progress. I still have to learn to edit and not constantly gab and repeat myself. So hold on a quick sec and we will start the tour 2.0. Alrighty, so once again, I'm starting with my door closed into my room. We are in a modular park model home kind of thing. And this is how I display my bags on a Dollar Tree towel rack holder. So these are some of the bags I've made. That is the Raina sling that I just did a tutorial on, and there's a Bartleby. This is my Franken sling. I'm going to do a tutorial on that. That's a Louis waist pack. So these are just some of the bags I have hanging that I haven't put away. And we will walk into the room again. So it's a lot brighter, excuse me, than out in the hallway. So if you watch the first tour, you can see immediately that there's a bit of a change. Sorry, my throat, early in the morning. So just coming in, I still have, of course, my printer in the corner and that gorgeous watercolor painting that a good friend of mine left to me when she passed away. I did have in the corner here my ironing station and my filing cabinet. This is now an area that I have my recording set up. I have a stand, a floor stand, to put my tablet on, and it is the tablet's there, and I'll show you in a second. And the tablet is magnetized onto the back with a big circle. I've had to add that on, so it's a little messy back here now because I have my tripod on the floor. I have this stand that gets me up high and looking onto my jack sewing area. Just quickly, this little voom in amongst all the wires here, because my room isn't as neat and tidy as I had it before, because I have to have everything orderly. Now it's not. It'll be that way at some point. But this voom is the greatest little handy-dandy floor sweeper to pick up your threads and pieces of material and stuff like that. And then it's rechargeable, no suction. It just sweeps up everything and it's perfect. So what I have done is this cabinet here, the greeny plastic one, is my ironing station. Oh, there's Frankie coming to check out her room. So anyhow, that is a Walmart Stair-Right plastic 3-drawer kind of dresser, I guess you would call it. That is my ironing station. I had to move it from the corner over here because I needed it right there, and it gave me an extra desk space at the end of my sewing desk. I put it on these wheels. The wheels that it's sitting on, I just bought those from Amazon. And they extend to any size because now I'm able to move this around. So if I don't want this putting here, I can wheel it back and put it back into this corner and it'll fit perfectly. I have this little cabinet here that I got from Amazon, and everything's on wheels. It has to be, because I have to be able to move things around. But this cute little cabinet, I'm just going to move around to the front of it now. It's really cute. It's just something from Amazon, and I just keep my thread underneath there. All my, for the industrial machine, my stabilizers for my sewing embroidery machine, and it just gives me an extra little tabletop area that I can put things on as I'm working. So as I'm working and videotaping, I'm trying to move my chair out of the way. So there's my ironing station on the wheels, and I have that now beside, excuse me, the filing cabinet is still here. So when I need to get into the filing cabinet, then I can just wheel everything out of the way and everything moves, which is perfect. I've got to have things that are mobile. I have to have things that are in pieces because I'm constantly changing this room around. It's constantly evolving. So what I've done on this Stair-Right to create my ironing station is I took 2 shelves that were, you know, from your cupboards, and I alien taped them onto the top of this. This is my wool ironing mat. So I take off this cutting mat when I need to use the ironing mat. This cutting mat is only on the ironing mat because of her, Frankie, who thinks that this room is hers because, well, it is. She loves lying on my wool ironing mat, rolling around on it, and digging her claws into it and getting her fur. So this is my way of protecting it. Plus it gives me a bit of an extra tabletop. That's movable. And right now you can see I'm working on a project, the Magnolia Ray from Sunshine Stitches. It's Brenna's pattern. It's a cute, cute little bag. I'm working on 2 of them, and then I have 2 more cut out here. So the story with these, I had these cut out back in February, ready to go with Barbie's sew-along. Barbie is Jeannie's Designs. And we were doing a sew-along in February for the launch of Brenna's pattern, the Magnolia Ray. I wasn't able to make it, and I had these bags all cut out, and I just never got around to doing them. So now I'm finally working on them. And of course on my filing cabinet, I have those shelves again on the top, alien taped together so they're stable. That's just another tray to hold my stuff. Because my ring light, I have it clamped to the end of it. It overhangs my filing cabinet. I've got the ring light clamped onto there so that I can move the ring light as I want. And then on that stand, I have my tablet. So that when I do my recording, I can move it. I can tilt it forward, but I have to be careful because of the fact that it is on just a, if I can see the back, just on the back, that circle is a magnet. And if I turn it the wrong way, this will go flying off. So what I have done is, you know these clips that you can clip on the bag of chips? Well, that's what this is. I've used those quick release, or those, I don't know what they're called, zip ties, and tied it on here. So now I have a handle. I can move this up and down as I want. I can turn it, I can do whatever I want, but then I just take the tablet if I need to tilt it down. And it's perfect for recording. This is my recording. I have done the least expensive thing that I can come up with. I was originally recording my videos on my Samsung S23 Ultra, which is what I'm using to record this right now. And what was happening is I was getting on the bottom, I was getting these little ghost spots, and it was something caused by my front camera. I had broken the screen on my front camera when my phone was only 2 or 3 months old. And I had to get a new screen replaced, and I guess something got caught underneath it and got kind of stuck on the front camera. So anyhow, that's why I got the tablet, and that's the only reason. But that, well, no, it's not. The reason also for the tablet, it's a bigger screen, because you know what? When you're older, you need something bigger to see, so you can see what you're doing. All right, so that's my video setup, and there's Murphy coming to say hello, because this is his room too. It's everybody's room but mine. All right, so that's my recording setup. And excuse me, I'm so lucky to have these beautiful, beautiful, big windows. However, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning right now. The sun hasn't swung around to through these windows, because when the sun starts coming around after 12 noon, it just starts getting hot. And it just gets too hot in here that I just can't work. And the blinds don't help. I was thinking of getting blackout curtains, but then that just adds bulk to the wall, which I didn't. So now what I have here is I have my jack. So I've turned this now into a U-shaped setup, which is what I'm used to using as a school secretary. My desks were always a U-shape setup. So this is what I have. Oh, my morning coffee. So this is the U-shaped setup that I have now. And it works great. Before I was doing any recording, I was always working along this area. But now that I am doing recording, everything I do, all the work that I do is right here. My marks I have on my desk so that I can hopefully remember to look where to place my work that I'm working, so that the camera on the tablet will pick it up. But yes, so this is my sewing setup. So this is my jack 6380. Try to find any information on YouTube or anything like that for instruction manuals. Impossible to find. The jack didn't come with an instruction manual. I got this used on Facebook Marketplace. The person who bought it, she bought it during COVID, and then she didn't use it as much as she thought. So she put it up for sale. I got a great deal. The manual that came was in a different language, so that doesn't help. So a lot I figured out. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to thread it, and just give me a sec, please. Sorry, my throat was going funny. So I will do a tutorial on how it's threaded and how the bobbin is threaded, because I couldn't find anything out there for this particular jack for the 6380. There's nothing fancy about it. You know, you've got your stitch length, your return. It's just a straight stitch, no thread cutter or anything like that. It didn't even come with a light. So what I had rigged up in the last video, I had these magnetic lights that were on like an arm that you can twist and turn, and they were just getting in the way. Then I found this on Amazon. It's a magnet. I'm going to see if I can pull it out. Well, we'll do it from underneath. Look at this. Okay, so I know it's bright. Look at this. So on a regular sewing machine, you could probably, and it's magnetized underneath. And it has a spot that you can stick. It's got three-way or two-way tape, and you could probably put alien tape, a strip of alien tape. But what this does is now I can just clip it. Like, it won't go like this and fit in between, you know, my needle and presser foot lever. But I just take it and clip it underneath. You'll hear it click. And there it goes. And there I get all the light that I need. That is the handiest little gizmo. And it came with a couple of clips, and it came with a brush for cleaning, and it came with a few other things. But this is what was important. I have it all in, I have it all clipped into my power bar, which I have here. All of my important things are clipped in, including a USB charger for a lot of stuff, because this plugs in to this, and I have to have a USB charger. But this power bar is the best thing, because what I can do is everything's plugged in, everything's turned on at the same time, my machine, everything, and then once I click turn the button off, everything shuts off, including my ring light, and I turn it back on, and everything should turn back on. The ring light didn't, I have to press the button on, but everything else turns back on. So all I have set up here is a one switch turn on. This button, this little gizmo here, is my bobbin winder. I did have a bobbin winder on the side of my jack. I got rid of it. It was too complicated to use and it was too cumbersome. So I have this. You can get these on Amazon, and I just keep that tucked in here. And of course my computer, because I have the computer going with a tutorial as I'm recording my tutorials. My cutting desk. Now, this is the best desk ever. I'm really seriously thinking of getting rid of this IKEA desk that I paid $50 on Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, because this is an electric desk. So I have it set at 3 levels, and it has 3 memories and up and down. So if I put it on the first memory, now what I have to do is I have to watch, I have to pull it as it's going up so that it doesn't knock my scissors off my pegboard. But there, I have it now at cutting height for me. I can lower it to the lowest one, and it's very quiet. And it'll go below the desk level. I gotta move it. See, it's getting caught. But so now it's a little lower, and then I'll put it up to desk level. This is the best thing. This one is a 24 by 47 table, and I'm thinking of getting another one for here so that I can both have them come up at the same time and down at the same time if I want to. Not something on my most recent radar or near radar. So under here I have one of those other StairRite containers. I have to be careful. They do come with wheels from Walmart. I take the wheels off because the mechanism underneath the table will get in the way of it. I have my stabilizers, interfacings, and stuff like that in here. My chair, move it out of the way. This is the IKEA table. This is 52 inches wide. More StairRite, dog toys, more StairRite under here. I have all of my zippers and all of my webbing, and then a narrower one, and I have some 70 tex weight thread under there, elastics, scrap fabric just thrown in there, and my shredder, and then another one way tucked back in there for things that I don't use very, very often, because I store my extension table to my brother sewing embroidery machine here. I have my larger quilting ruler, 16.5 by 16.5 there if I need it. This wood grain thing, that's just a piece of cardboard with peel and stick wood grain wallpaper on it so that I can put it on top of my desk when I'm taking pictures of my bags after I'm done. I'm not the greatest photographer, something to learn. Now, I had my Kenmore, vintage Kenmore 158.1947 This is what I predominantly use. This is what I use to make all of my bags until I found the jack on Facebook Marketplace and bought that and got a good deal. This Kenmore will plow through anything. I did have it up for sale before, and then I took it off. I took it off the marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, because it is just too good to sell. I absolutely love this machine. It goes through everything. I thought it needed service when I did one of my other videos. All I did was give it a good oiling, and it hardly makes a sound now. So the beauty of this one is it has a free arm, which I definitely need. The presser foot will go up way higher, like there it is right on the needle plate. this will go up so much higher. There's the 1/4 of an inch regular, and then I lift it up. Look at how much space I have there. And it does my zigzag overcasting, and the component that clips onto here, I just have it stored away. I need more space, so I ordered from So Steady. There, you can just see it, from So Steady in Oregon. This acrylic extension table. It's an 18 by 24. It's their large. It's expensive, especially when you're in Canada, because you have the currency conversion, plus you have major duty when it arrives at your door. It was I got it before all the tariffs and all that. The currency conversion was still high, and the duty at the door was still high. It's definitely worth it, because I still need space. It's a great table if you're a quilter as well. I'm not getting rid of my Canmore because I'm using it. And I don't want to get rid of it. And everybody on the Canmore Vintage Facebook group said, no, don't sell it, because you need to have a good machine that's not going to break down. In behind here, underneath the dust cover that never sits straight, is my brother Innovus 3600D, NQ 3600D sewing and embroidery machine. Of course, I have my pegboard system from Amazon that I have all of my tools on here as well. And then up above I have cabinetry that is built in, because like I said, we're in a modular home. And then all of my personal items. I was always known for my high heels as a school secretary, clicking down the hall. My sister gave me this. Actually, it's a wine bottle holder. Funny that there's no wine in it. Anyhow, my sister did that painting. When she was a nurse in Texas, she gave me this Texas snowman. I love it. It's so cute. Anyhow, these are all my personal items. This picture of my girls I always had on my desk at school. These unicorn outfits or costumes from Halloween, I made them back in 1989. And so that's one of the things I made. And of course, my retirement motto, every day is a Saturday, just because it is. And then, of course, some other personal things. That's a picture of my dad. He's passed away now, retired military with the Royal Canadian Electrical Mechanical Engineers, or REME, and just some personal stuff. So just swinging along. I've got a little pegboard here, so I have something handy with the machine that I'm working with here. And all I did was I just took the hooks that came with the pegboard, used those zip ties to take a dollar store basket to hang on here, and I keep the bobbins in here for my Canmore. The same bobbins that fit my Canmore, which are class 15, still fit my brother. All the different presser feet that I have for the brother, and just a few extra little things I keep in there handy so that I have them and I don't have to wheel across to the other room. And I have, because I do sell Norwex on the side, microfiber cleaning products with embedded silver, I have my dusting mitt and an Enviro scrubbing cloth to clean my desk and that. Now, one of the things also I want to show you is my chair. It's just, I got this chair from from Amazon, and of course it matches everything. The first video I did, I had this bath mat on top of the filing cabinet for Frankie. I have it now to sit on. Didn't know where else to put it. She steals this chair at night and sleeps on here at night because she still wants her bath mat. But what I wanted to show you are the wheels that come with a typical office chair are the plastic wheels. And they can cause problems on your floor. I do have mats over top of my vinyl flooring. And the flooring got ruined from the plastic wheels that came on the chairs. And they ruined the floor, and I had to have the repair guy come in to replace some of the planks. So what I went and Googled on YouTube, and what they did was, they said, of course now you're going to see thread all in the wheels. You pop off the wheels that actually come with your chair, and you buy inline skate wheels. They're silicone, hard silicone, they're softer on the floor, and they move fast. Ask me how I know. I can whip across this room. Well, I could before I put this elbow system here. They move fast across the floor. In fact, dangerously fast. You do have to be careful. It has made a significant difference in how I can move around my space, but I was leaning across my desk to click on my button for my ring light, and the chair flew out from underneath me, and I fell and I landed right on one of those legs and the wheel, and I wound up with a massive bruising hematoma on my backside. Anyhow, just a safety note. All right, so that was the chair, but I just wanted to show you those inline wheels do make a huge difference if you're having difficulty moving around your floor, or the wheels that you currently have might be damaging your floor. All right, so now we're back into this corner, and of course I have this wall of mirrors. Those are my closets in there. So that also adds light. Also, speaking about light, okay, watch your eyes. In my ceiling fan, the light bulbs I use, I think they're Philips. Sorry, excuse me. They're the daytime white lights is what I use in here to get all the brightness that I possibly can. And that makes a huge difference. I don't like a yellow light. I do like a white light. And it's a cooler light, and I think it makes it easier to see. So in here I have, move my chair. I showed you the last time the puzzle I did of Betty Albert, Canadian Indigenous artist. Sacred Space is the name of the pattern. Actually, the coffee mug I'm drinking out of is the match to this. My monkey Cheeky. This is a bag I just posted. A video. It was a faux how-to video. I started recording the tutorial on this bag and I lost the video somehow. I don't know how, because I'm pretty techie. But anyways, this is the everyday crossbody companion bag with many, many hacks, made custom for a friend of mine who's going to Rome in September, and she wanted it a certain way. This is where I keep all of the majority of my hardware now. These great little sliding drawers. There's 2 sections, and I got these from Amazon. And of course, they're all labeled, and I have rainbow down here as well. And then, of course, in the built-in dresser drawer here, the one that's in the corner on the other side that has the printer on top, I keep all my cottons in there. In here, now nothing's organized because I could organize these, have everything folded or rolled, but I'm in and out of here so much it's not worth it. And I have all of my faux leathers here. These are all the browns and blacks, and all my blues and purples. And then all of the vinyls from Sam Fabric Creation in here. These drawers are big and they hold a lot. And then under here I have some duck canvas and some other stuff. Here's some of that indigenous fabric from Emmeline Bags that I bought to match that puzzle. And I have the panel that matches it. I bought it just because I love the colors and I love it, and I just thought someday I'm going to use it. And then just a picture that I got for my granddaughter when we were at a garage sale. And I forgot to show this. This is, I think I showed this maybe, the last one. This is my wall of thread, my embroidery thread that I got, those wooden wall hangers. And all the thread came with my brother sewing embroidery machine that I bought on Facebook Marketplace. This is what I forgot to show the first time around. This is how I was storing all my hardware initially. I bought these jewelry door hangers, or you can hang them in your closet. There. So I bought these off of Amazon. They come in a pack of 2. There's 40 pockets on each side, and then on the other side there's 40 more. These were full of all of my hardware, and it was too heavy. So that's why I converted to that drawer, the drawer thing. So now in here, I just keep my lighter weight, like plastic ones for backpacks, and some things that I don't use as often, like extra rivets, rose gold hardware I don't use as much. So this is just hardware that I don't use as much. So there you have it. My sewing room, not as neat as it was the first time, 2.0 tour. And this is it. I'm very, very happy here in my room. I spend all my time here. My husband's very happy because he can have the TV on as loud as he wants without me jacking the volume down. And all right, so thanks again so much for joining me on another sewing tour. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, please do so now. The button on the bottom right of your screen is a subscribe button, the red button. Make sure you hit the bell to see all notifications that come in. And I just want to thank you so much for being here and checking out my sewing room tour 2.0. Have a great day.